For this lesson, let's take a look at some ratios. Let's start out with a pretty simple ratio. Let's say we are comparing girls to boys. And let's say we have 12 girls that we're comparing to 16 boys. We would then reduce this down and get 3 to 4. Now we can express our ratio as a fraction, such as this, 3 to 4. We can write it with the word 2 and write 3 to 4. We can also express it as a decimal, 75 hundredths. Or we could use a colon and write 3 to 4 again. So if we were doing a comparison or a ratio of 12 girls to 16 boys, we could express it as either a fraction 3/4, with the word 2, 3 to 4, as a decimal, 75 hundredths, or with the colon, 3 to 4. Let's take a look at a sample problem. A 30-foot tall tree casts a shadow 18 feet long. What was the ratio of the height of the tree to the length of its shadow? So the first thing we need to establish is what it is we're doing a ratio of. So we look for some key words here. They want to know the ratio of the height to the length of the shadow. So they want the height of the, let's emphasize here, the tree to the length of the shadow. So we need to find the height of the tree, and we're going to express that as a ratio to the length of the shadow. So if we go in here and look, the height of the tree, 30 feet tall, and the shadow is 18 feet. So here's our ratio. Now we can reduce that down, divide both of them by 6, and we get 5/3. Now I can also express that as 5 to 3, 5 to 3, or I could keep going on. But most commonly you're going to see these ratios expressed as either the fraction or most typically with the colon. If we take a look at another example, there are 9 girls and 15 boys in a class. What is the ratio of boys to girls in this class? So we're looking at this time, we want the ratio right here, boys to girls. So we're going to express it as boys to girls. So we need to go back up here. We find boys, 15 boys, 9 girls. So we're going to have 15 to 9. We can reduce this by dividing them both by 3 again. We get 5/3. Again, we can express this several different ways. 5 to 3, 5 to 3, so on and so forth. So a couple things to always look for when you're going to set up your ratios. Look for what it is you're doing your comparison of. Express them correctly in the way they're asked for. For instance, right here, boys to girls, so they want boys to girls. Plug in your numbers, do any reducing you might have to do, and of course many different ways of expressing the answer. I didn't really go with the decimal here because it doesn't come out very nice, neat, or tidy. So fraction, word, colon would probably be a better way to do it on this one. So that's a brief look at ratios.